Good morning, everyone. I am back. I'm back with a black screen today because I can't show my whereabouts right about now. But I was like, let me get on live real quick and tell everybody happy Friday, see what's going on. I wanted to see if you guys wanted to do a live in a couple of hours of one of Julie's cooking videos. Yeah, I know I've been doing like reactions on Julie's cooking videos. No bad reactions neither. Okay, it's all positive over here. All right, we are Team Sicily family over here. Okay. But I was like, let me get on live. Let me tell everybody happy Friday. I hope everybody has a great Friday. We are out here. It is the weekend. Finally, I'm happy it's the weekend. This week went by really, really fast. I'm not gonna lie, not for nothing. It went by fast. I don't know why I was thinking today was Thursday. I don't know why. Okay, I just been in my own little zone. Okay, but let's see who hops on here and let's chat for a little bit because I didn't come live yesterday. I was real busy yesterday, so I couldn't come live. So I was like, let me get on live right now in the morning for like an hour, 30 minutes, something like that, and then I'll come back live again with my StreamYard like around 12 or 1 o'clock. I'll come back with my StreamYard and yeah, we'll watch a video of Julie's cooking video. So I'm just sitting here and wait for people to hop in. Okay, give it a little bit. I noticed that notifications are not getting pushed really. I'm saying because I haven't been getting notifications for certain channels that I'm subscribed to. I don't know what it is. And if I do, I get notification like a little while, like probably like an hour after they already been live or something like that. I don't know why. I don't know if it's my page or if it's YouTube, but YouTube, like, get it together, please. Tap the screen, guys. Whoever's in here. I came on here real quick, just say happy Friday and stuff like that, and I'm gonna come back later, like around 1 or 2 on my StreamYard, with some Sin City family content. All right. So if you're here for it, be here for it. I'm gonna be back like around. What did I say? Did I say 2 o'clock? Like around 1 or 2 my time. Hi, hello, puppet. Hello. Good morning, guys. Tap the screen. There's 23 people in here. Like, tap that screen. I'm here to talk some smack right now, all right? So if you're here for it, tap the screen. I am going to be back like around 12 or 1 with my StreamYard, sharing some Sin City family content. So, yeah, I know I've been watching Julie's cooking videos and just giving her some watch time, just supporting. So if you are a Sin City family member, go check out Julie's videos and go support. That's the way I can support. Go watch her videos. Watch them in full, watch commercials, all that good stuff. I don't know if y'all know, but watching people's commercials on their channel is important. That's how we get paid. Us channels that are monetized, it's important for us to watch our commercials in full. But tap that screen, everyone. People are playing right now, ain't they, on this beautiful Friday. It's a beautiful Friday, guys. I don't know about y'all where y'all at, but over here in Houston, it is a beautiful day. A beautiful day. Hey, so I went on a panel this morning. If y'all know, guys, I've got on a panel that's here on YouTube. The channel is OYB. Y'all probably know who I'm talking about. And I got on that channel last night before I went to bed because they were live, and I just, popped in because I am a moderator for that channel. So I popped in, said hello, stuff like that. And then I fell asleep because he goes live pretty late. Him and Carolina. Yeah, Carolina. And anyways, I popped in late last night, and then I fell asleep. It was like around 9 something. I ended up knocking out, and then I woke up this morning, and he was still live, and I was like, "What the heck?" So, anyways, I popped in there, and show some love because y'all know I'm a moderator there. So I wanted to show some love to the channel because he be having a lot of people in his live. Like his live is live. And so, you know, I hopped in the chat and everybody's like, hey, us, never them, you know, showing love. I ain't gonna lie, I be getting a lot of love over there, but I get a lot of hate. So anyways, I got on that channel and they were like laughing. There was like a lot going on there, right? There was a lot going on over there. And I got on the panel because there was somebody on the panel, and I ain't gonna say her name, but if y'all were on that panel this morning, y'all know who I'm talking about. I'm gonna leave this live up, and I know people are gonna come back and watch it because people want to hear my response. But I got on the panel this morning, and I got into a little argument with one of the days on the panel. Because she was talking about the Sin City family, and she was saying that Manny tried to sleep with her and all this extra stuff. And I was just like, who the hell is this lady? Like, who the hell is she talking about? So I got on there and we exchanged words or whatever. And then, like, some people in the chat were, like, taunting me, like, oh, F you, us, never them, and, like, cussing me out and stuff. I was just like, man, whatever. People be wanting my attention so goddamn bad. It's crazy. It is crazy. People were like, oh, us, never them as a clout chaser. And I'm like, shut the hell up. I know Julie. I know the Sin City family. I'm not one of the people that just popped up and started reacting on them and started talking about them because I didn't know them. Like, what? I'm not going to do that. I know this family. So anyways, I don't got to explain all that shit. I don't care. I don't have to explain none of that to nobody, you know? I'm like, you can feel however you want to feel. I don't care. But anyways, I kind of got attacked this morning, early this morning, all right? It was like 6 something this morning. And she was cussing me out, and then other people in the chat started cussing me out. And then there was a lot of people in the chat, like, had my back. They were like, you know, go us, never them, tell them, you know, like, kind of egging me on to, like, go in. But anyways, it was fun. It was interesting, not for nothing. But at the end of the day, it's all love. We all have disagreements, and we're all not going to agree with certain things, you know? And that's just what it is. Here on YouTube, you know, you can't expect for everybody to agree with what you think. You know, a lot of my videos that I have made, I got backlash for it, and it is what it is. You know, I really don't care. But it's just crazy how these people be coming out and saying all this extra shit like they know. Like they know what's going on. It's just crazy to me. And this one lady that was on there this morning, the one I got into it with, she I've seen her on there a couple of times. And she's always arguing with everybody, you know. She's always like, oh, F Mexicans, F black people, and this and that. All that stuff, honestly, not for nothing, doesn't bother me. Like, I don't care if you say F me because I'm Mexican. I don't care. Like, that doesn't bother me at all. But anyways, we had got into it, and OYB had shared my channel on his live and stuff. Shout out to you, OYB. I appreciate it for you sharing my channel with people, because a lot of people came to my channel from OYB's channel, but a lot of people, you know, just come to my channel, just talk stuff to me, crap to me, because they don't like me because I'm, you know, riding with the Sin City family. So it is what it is. It's all love at the end of the day. We all have different perspectives when it comes to the situation, and I can't expect for everybody to agree with me. It is what it is. It's all love. It's all love, Gina. That's her name, guys. Her name is Gina. It's all love, Gina. It's all love. You I don't know. She kind of confused me because I was like, you are making it seem like you're on Julie and Manny's side, and then she kind of flipped it. I don't know. I think she was drunk, not for nothing. But I'm like, it is too early to be drunk. But I don't know what time it is in Las Vegas. I know their time is way different than ours. Like over here in Houston right now, it's 9:10 a.m. I don't know how many hours back Las Vegas is, or I don't know. I really don't know, but it was live this morning. And if y'all have never been to OYB, his chat be live. And I like it because it's just, sometimes it's just interesting to sit there and just watch everybody arguing. And like, sometimes I'm with it and sometimes I'm not, you know, especially when people are screaming over each other. And I caught myself this morning kind of screaming over that lady, Gina. That's her name, guys, Gina. 7:10 in Las Vegas. Oh, okay. Hey, Chatty. Kathy, hey, man, I haven't seen you in a while. You know what, Chatty Kathy, I was going to tell you. Weren't you in OYB's chat? Is that where we met each other? Is that where you found me, or no? So anyways, I caught myself this morning screaming over Gina. And I was like, Look, Gina, I'm not gonna do this morning. You can kiss my ass. I'm getting off of this panel. so, so I got off of the panel, and Gina was really, really bothered. She was looking at my channel and everything. Was like, who is us never them? Who is this? And everybody's like, go to her channel. She has a channel, and she's all like, ew. Like she was just being disrespectful. It was funny as hell. Cause not for nothing. She's funny as hell. I got into it with her this morning, but but she really is funny. Like all jokes aside, she really really is funny. She gets into it with a lot of people on that chat. No, I found on the Sin City family videos when it all happened. I go to OIB chat as well. Oh, okay, yeah, I was gonna say I think I seen you over there, but I didn't know how you found me. So I was just curious. Because a lot of times when I go over there, I look for your name. I'm like, I wonder if Kathy's in here. Because I'm like, I think that's where I found her at, or where she found me at, but I'm not sure. And then some guy that always gets on that chat on OIB's chat, his name is Graphic. He tried to attack me too this morning. I was like, sit your ugly ass down. Sit your ugly drunk ass down. Like, don't play with me. He was like, he even called me a bitch. This guy called me a bitch. And you know what? When I had first got into the chat this morning, when I woke up, I saw they were still live, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna go show some love, you know, and go moderate for a little bit, because I am a moderator there. And I don't talk much, only when I have something to say. Oh, okay, okay. And so I when I got in the chat, there was somebody in there, a guy named Rich, and he was cussing Gina out, but he would kept on calling her a bitch, and I was like, oh my god, like that's disrespectful for a man to like keep on calling a woman that, you know? I was like, um, these men have no respect, but whatever. Now I know why they were calling Gina out her name, because she was talking about Mexicans and white people and black people. Like she was going in. I don't know what that lady is though. People are saying they think she's Asian. I don't know, but she was going in, and I had her back at first. I was like, dang man, you know, for these guys to be whole men, like you would think they'll have some respect towards women, right? I said something like that, like, you know, about men having respect for women, you know? And I had her back at first. And then she started talking all kind of crap and was trying to say that Manny was trying to sleep with her and Manny was touching on her. And I'm like, who in the hell is this lady? Like, I've never even seen nothing about her. I've never even heard of this lady. I'm like, who in the hell is she? And so anyways, I jumped on the panel and I told her, I was like, so Gina, if Manny tried to sleep with you, or something like that, if Manny tried to sleep with you, where's the evidence? What do you have for proof? Where's the proof at? She's like, who in the fuck are you? I don't gotta prove shit to you. And I'm like, oh hell no, bitch. You're not gonna sit here and try to cuss me out and think I'm just gonna be quiet. See, I came at you in an okay way, but since you wanted to start calling me out my name, okay. So we kind of got into it a little bit, but I caught myself screaming over her. She was just screaming, and I was like, oh my god, I do not want to be screaming over people. I do not want. It is too early to be screaming over people. I stayed on the panel for like 2 minutes, probably not even 2 minutes. I ain't gonna lie to you, probably not even 2 minutes, because I was like, look, I'm not gonna sit here and like be screaming over people. I'm just not. All these people are viewers. Most of the viewers are trolls. That's why they behave like that. Yeah, I noticed that. Because after I got off of the panel, there was a couple of people in there like that were like tagging my name and like, you know, telling me, oh, fuck off, us never them. And like, I'm like, who in the fuck are these people? Like, anyways, I addressed Graphic when he called me a bitch. And then I noticed right after Graphic attacked me, there was other people trying to attack me. And I was like, I didn't even tag nobody's names. I was just like, look, I see y'all in the chat. I see y'all attacking me. I don't give a fuck. I don't have to like me. I don't care. I was like, y'all want my attention so bad, and I'm not gonna do it. Like, I'm good. So that's how that went early this morning. But I was like, god dang. Oh, okay, so Las Vegas is like, what'd you say, 2 hours back? Hold on. Yeah, 2 hours back. Because, yeah, it's 9:10. Well, 9:15 here in Houston. So, yeah, it's 6:15 now over in Houston, right? No, 7:15. That's crazy, though. And, you know, not for nothing, a lot of chats, trolls come in and they just want to just you know, be rude, and they just want attention a lot of times, you know. That's just all what it is. But I don't know, it was funny as hell. I was just like, this lady is like off the goddamn hook. But she's funny at the same goddamn time, I ain't gonna lie to you. I didn't think I was gonna get into it with her, honestly. I thought we were gonna kind of talk it out, but no. She started like, who the fuck are you? And I'm like, okay, all right, you wanna start? Well, we could start at 6 something in the morning, because it was 6 something my time. So that's why they were on. So they're not really on until like, I don't know why I was thinking that Las Vegas is the same time. I don't know why. I know everybody's on different time frames. I know New York, California, Florida. You know, a lot of those states were all 2 hours ahead, 2 hours back. So right now, there was one time you were on the panel, and I thought they were keep on playing the music to drown what you had to say out of on purpose, but they said you had problems with your audio. I don't know, honestly. Kathy, I don't know. But remember when I had first came on the panel, I don't know if we're talking about that, but I remember when I first came on the panel the first time, and that's because OYB's been asking me to get on the panel, but I've been like, no, you know, I'm not gonna do it a couple of days ago. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. I remember that. I remember that. And you know why my audio kept on going out? Because I was in an elevator. Because I think I showed my face real quick when I got off of the elevator. But yeah, yeah, it was on my end, Kathy. It was. I remember that day. Um, I tried to hop on the live when I was in the elevator. I don't know why. I don't know why I didn't think about that I was gonna lose audio. You know. But I thought you were talking about the first time I went on that panel, because I know I brought it up to y'all before about me getting on that panel, and I felt like Carolina was like putting me on mute and stuff, but Carolina, she said no, that wasn't the case. So I was like, okay, cool. I thought you were talking about that time. Good morning, Marlene. Good morning. I came on here real quick to let y'all know I'm gonna come back live like around 12 or 2. No, like around 12 or 1, because I want to stay on for a couple hours. Um, Around somewhere around that time, I'll come back. I'm not showing my background right now. I'm not showing no picture because where I'm at right now, I can't show too much. No, not that time. She came into your live with OYB and apologized. Yeah, 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 yeah. She came in. She came in. She apologized, and I apologized back to her too, because I was like, I thought you were muting me, and not for nothing. I came to my live and I talked about it, and I was gonna go to OYB's live and I was gonna tell her myself. You know, like I don't have no problem. You know, like speaking my mind to people, just letting them know how I feel. Like, you know, if you respect it, respect it. If you don't, you don't. I was gonna come live last night too, but my son had went over my house, my oldest son, and and he didn't leave till kind of late. So we were talking, and you know there was just a lot going on. So I I didn't get to come live, but I was like, man, I wonder if late lives will be better. And that's why I was thinking about a late live today. But I was like, no, I want to do like my regular live. But I don't know if like the evening lives are way better than like the afternoon lives, you know? Because I know people, they get off of work and stuff, and then they, you know, they have time. A lot of times when I go live in the afternoon, people are working. Like, people really can't get on too much, you know? So I don't know. I don't know. I'll be on this afternoon. That's my plans. Because when I get back home, I want to do my lashes and stuff. So I'm gonna get on live and do that with you guys. Okay. Put on my makeup and stuff, and then we'll talk more about what happened this morning. Oh wow, Marlene. Yeah, I remember you telling me that he was going to Puerto Rico. That is so cool. Did he go out there with your daughter-in-law? Your Well, I don't even know if you call her your daughter-in-law, but I know she's Puerto Rican. Or he's going out there with friends, right? Or something like that. I remember you telling me. Like, I can't remember exactly what. But that's pretty cool, though. That's cool. Hey, first time him traveling on his own. He's old enough. He's gonna enjoy this. He ain't gotta have no parents on his back. He could do whatever he wants. Like, oh, he's gonna love it. A bunch of friends. Oh, okay, cool. My advice is not to talk your mind when they are playing music because it's copyrighted music. He then cuts out the music, and if you were on, I mean, if you're the one talking, Darren, in between the music, what you have to say will be cut out too. LOL. Honestly, I've never. I mean, LOL. You said cut out too. I never realized that he plays music while we're on there. Honestly, the only song that I know is a song he plays in the beginning and then after the live, and he has me stuck on that song. Not for nothing. I literally had to look up that song. I even showed my husband that song. I was like, hear this song. Like it's a badass song. Like I never even knew that both of those guys in that song were artists. T.I.'s son and that other guy, the one that his wife had passed away. Right? Is that him or am I crazy? Right? Can somebody confirm that? I forgot his name, but I know he's a comedian, if I'm not mistaken. Whenever there is money there. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. I did notice that he does that. Nah, I've never even been on there when he does that. Honestly, not for nothing, Kathy. It's funny you're saying that because I just noticed yesterday, last night when I got on his live, I noticed that they do that little Carolina does like a she does like a money dance or something, right? That was my first time ever seeing that. I'm not gonna lie to you. Last night, I've never even heard that, believe it or not, and I've been in that chat a couple of times. But remind you though, I don't stay in that chat all those hours. I mean, it would be nice, to, because it's entertaining sometimes. But like, I can't be on there for no 10 hours and stuff. But I'll be on there for some hours. Like that second time that I got on the chat. Oh, you know what? The first time that I got on their panel, I was on there for like 2 3 hours. Um. So yeah, it was fun. But I did notice that he plays music when he gets super chats. I did, and I just noticed that yesterday. Believe it or not, I just barely noticed that yesterday because Carolina does like a dance, and she does the money dance. Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. I figured it has something to do with the money because every time the super chats or something come in, they be like, "Oh, this person, whatever, whatever," and they put Carolina's face on the screen, only hers, and she's done like this dance, and I was like, "Oh, okay, I think they do this when they get super chats and stuff." That's pretty cool. That's that's interesting. The lady Gina that was on the live this morning, the one I got into it with this, the one I got into with this morning, um, she was saying she don't like Carolina neither. Well, they were saying that in the chat. They were like, she talks shit about Carolina too. Carolina, whatever. Carolina. I know how to say it in Spanish, but I don't know if it's in English. It's Carolina or Carolina, but I know it's Carolina. But they were saying that Gina doesn't like her neither, or Carolina don't like Gina or something like that. I was like, what the hell? That's crazy. I've never even seen Gina. Not for nothing. This is my first time hearing her this morning. I've never seen this lady. But like I said, I was trying to like have her back because the guy on the panel named Rich was calling her a B word, and I was like, why in the hell he keeps on calling her a B word? I felt some type of way about that. I was like, you're a whole man calling a woman a B word. And then after a while, I started realizing, I was like, oh, now I see why he's doing that. I'm not saying that it's okay for him to still do that. Like, you know what I'm talking about? Like, no man should ever call a woman out their name like that. It's just, like, nasty. Like, your mom didn't raise you better than that? Like, there's just no way I'm going to sit here and condone my son calling a woman a bitch. Like, hell no. You have more respect than that. Last night my son came over, and he was here for a couple of hours, okay? And we were talking and talking, and I'm really, really happy where my son's mindset is at. you know I'm just saying, like, you got to treat your sons early. They can't be disrespectful towards girls. Like, they can't be You know, like you just can't. Don't ever put your hand on no girl, and don't ever call a girl out of their name. That's disrespectful. And it goes both ways. It goes both ways, all right? But I do understand that us women could get out of control sometimes, and I'm talking about myself, okay? Let's just be real. We could be disrespectful sometimes, and we want to call a man a word, and we'll expect to get called the word back. I don't know why we feel like that. I think because we're women. I don't know, but it goes both ways. Like, women shouldn't do that neither. And yeah, I didn't like that. The guy just kept on calling her the B word and calling her the B word, and I was just like, oh my god, like that don't sound right. Like, stop calling her that. Like, it's ugly. I don't like that. Um, yeah, Marlene. Yeah, when I went to bed last night. They were on live last night when I went to sleep, and so I got on there real quick, because I'm a mod on that channel, Marlene. And so I got on there, showed love or whatever, and I stayed on there probably for like 30 minutes, and then I got off because it was already late, and I was like, I'm tired. It was like 9 something. I'm like, I am tired. And then I wake up this morning at 5 something, and they're still on there. And I was like, what the hell? So I jumped back in the chat, and I was like, damn, I go to sleep and I wake up to this, and everybody starts laughing. And I seen a lot of people that come in my chat too, that they were in that chat this morning, early this morning. They're probably all asleep right now because they were in there early this morning. My time though. Um, so anyways, yeah, I got on that panel this morning for like 2 minutes, and I got into it with some lady on there. But it ain't that serious though. It's all love. It's all love. If it's the same Gina that was on the panel the other day, I know who you are talking about. I wasn't listening last night. I think it is the same Gina. I don't know. I don't know. Because honestly, the other day when I was in that chat, there was another Gina in that chat that didn't like me. And the only thing I think of is that they didn't like me because I'm Sin City family, and a lot of people in that chat already know that. And so they don't. There's people in that chat don't like me, and they don't understand why OYB has me as a mod. And even this morning, Gina told OYB, like, why do you have us never them as a mod? She's from the Sin City family. And he was like, man, I like them. I like her channel. Like, her and her family seem laid back. Like, I fuck with her. Like, I make people mods who I like. And I like us never them's energy. And OYB always shouts me out when I get in the chat, not for nothing. He's always shouting me out. Like, man, shout out to us never them. She's in the channel. She's in the building. Like, it's always love over there. But the other day, this other Gina lady kept on like throwing slugs at me. She was calling me babosa. I don't know if y'all know what that means, but she was calling me like a Spanish word. I think she was a Spanish lady. I don't fucking know. But I paid her mind one time in that chat. After that, I didn't pay her no more mind because she was fiending for my attention. She wanted my attention so goddamn bad. I was like, girl, fuck out of here. You want me to go off on you. and I told you one thing, and that's all I'm going to tell you, just so you could know that I know that you're talking shit about me, because she said something about, I had put, because y'all know I'm a mod there, so I always put, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, right? And then I always put at the end of that, I always put hashtag Sin City Family. I always do that. OYB knows that. And a lot of people be offended because usually when people do that, supposedly, people have came to my chat and have said that OYB blocks them when they say stuff like that. Anything about the Sin City family. I'm like, he don't never block me. He's never blocked me for saying stuff like that. And I always say it in the chat, always. And so everybody knows that I'm Sin City family. So there's people in there that don't like me. They don't like the fact that he has me as a mod there. And I'm just like, I don't care. It is what it is. But anyways, that one lady, Gina, I don't think it's the same Gina, though. The one that I was arguing with this morning. Because the Gina that I was arguing with this morning, I think she was drunk or something. I don't know, because the way she came at me. I just told her, where's the proof that Manny tried to sleep with you? Because I'm just curious, because I've heard people saying this before, that Manny cheats on Julie, right? So I told her, where's the proof that Manny tried to sleep with you? And she's like, who in the fuck are you? So that's how it all started. But I was just like, whatever, it is what it is. I don't care. But I don't think it's the same Gina that was attacking me the other day in the live. But she never got on the panel, that other Gina. She was just in the chat. And she was babosa. Yeah, she was calling me that, Martin. I was laughing. I was like, girl, I don't care. Not for nothing. Those words do not freaking phase me. Like, not for nothing. They don't. You know, this morning they were calling me a torta and stuff in the chat. They were calling me a torta in the chat. I was laughing my ass off. I'm like, these people really hate me. They really hate me here, but they're on my channel at the same time, which is like, hey, I ain't gonna lie to y'all guys, for not for nothing. If you ain't got no haters out here, you ain't got shit. That's just facts. You gotta have haters. I ain't gonna lie to you, and I love it. I really do love it. It might sound crazy, and I know a lot of people ain't about the drama. I'm not about drama neither, but I do like people that come to my channel and just be fucking. They're haters. They're low key haters. They're not haters. I can't say they're haters because I'm sure they ain't hating on me, but they just don't like me because I mentioned the Sin City family. That's what it all boils down to at the end of the day. Like, oh, you're a Sin City fan, so we don't like you. I thought that word was only used in DR. Nah, Mexicans use that word too, Martin. Yeah, Mexican Hispanics or Mexicans, period. They use that word too. OYB wants to be or seem neutral, so he talks to have people on both sides on his panel. I like it. I like to hear all perspectives. I know, and that's why I like his channel. Because he listens to both sides, but I can clearly see whose side he's on. I mean, it's clear as day, but he doesn't do too much. You know what I'm talking about? He doesn't sit here and be like, at the Sin City family, or he doesn't do too much. He shows love. Well, honestly, I can't say he shows love for Sin City family because, yeah, I don't think he's a fan of Sin City family, but he respects it. He respects our opinions and our perspectives when it comes to this whole situation. So that's why I respect it. Now, I wouldn't go on no panel where the main person of the channel is like just attacking the Sin City family. I wouldn't do that. That's why I only stuck with OYB's channel, and I never went to no other channels because the other channels are kind of weird. You know what's crazy? I ain't gonna say no names, but I came across a video yesterday, a live, and this person was a mod and everything for OYB. Like, I thought they were cool, but not for nothing. I got on this channel before, and this person, I ain't even gonna say if it's a man or a lady because I don't want to do that because they might come attack me, which I don't care. But I ain't gonna say no names. But I saw this person do a video and was saying that OYB was jealous of them, and I was like, I thought you were cool, OYB. But anyways, that one person I found weird. I didn't like that one person's energy. That's why I stopped going on that channel. And I never even got on that panel though neither. But I found that channel because it was live and it said Sin City family or whatever. So I'm like, well, let me hop on here and see what they're talking about, And then I get on there, and then I, make my appearance and I'm like, hey, hello everybody. And it's like everybody in the chat already knew me. They were like, us never them's in the chat. And I was like, and like I said, I think a lot of people know me because the videos I did of Sin City family, so they're already all like, everybody already sees me like, oh, Sin City fan. Good morning, Irene. Good morning, happy Friday, guys. I hope everybody has a good Friday. So, anyways, I seen the chat. I seen the live, and this person was saying, I don't know. Long story short, I think this person is just hating on OYB because OYB gets a lot of play on his channel. Not for nothing. I'm looking at this person's views. I'm looking at OYB's. I'm like, oh yeah, it's clear as day. And I'm like, I knew my first instinct about this person when I got on this person's channel. I knew they were a snake, but I never said nothing. But that's why I never got on that person's panel because I was like, nah, you're weird. Like yeah, she was weird. So I was like, I'm not getting on that panel. And so when I seen the live about this person talking about OYB yesterday, I was like, I knew you were gonna flip up on him. I knew it. I knew you were gonna switch sides. I knew you were going to flip on him because you could tell that this person wants all the attention for herself. Like, she wants to be the main one. She wanted to be her and OYB. That's what I seen. And When I seen that live, I was like, I knew it. I knew you were gonna flip on him, and that's why I'm saying though, guys. When you have these mods, you can't fucking trust people on this internet. These people will flip on you like crazy, not for nothing. Last night I had a long conversation with my husband. My husband was like, Jackie, you really, really need to stop having personal relationships with people online. I was like, no, they're not all the same. I still believe that there's good people out there. There's a lot of messed up people out there, and there's a lot of good people out there. That's just what it is. But my husband, he really does have a problem with me like having personal relationships with people online. He doesn't he doesn't feel that at all. He's always telling me like, I understand you think people are cool and stuff, but you don't trust people. And I understand where my husband's coming from. But no one is entitled to take anyone's life, and mental health is real. Unfortunately, it continues, Marlene. Yes, 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 that's facts. Crush, this is not high school. We are adults. How you want to stop kids bullying or cyberbullying when adults are doing the same blows my mind. My personal opinion is two people lost their lives, but you can't sugarcoat the cyberbullying and creating groupies and making lives for hours talking about someone else is crazy. That should have happened. Oh, I see what you say, Martin. You were trying to. That should have been crushed. Oh, okay. I was confused. I'm like, did she forget a couple of words? But I see what you did, Martin. Yeah. Everybody has their own personal opinions. You know what I'm talking about? And I see what everybody's talking about. Yeah, he let it slip out sometimes, but he respectful to people. We say that a lot. I know the boss. I like when you're being extra. Well, Barbosa, when it comes to like the Mexicans, I think they, if I'm not mistaken, I think Barbosa is like a stupid ass or something. If I'm not mistaken, that's how the Mexicans portray it. But anyways, when I got on that live this morning, I was like, this is crazy. It was funny though. Exactly. That's why the world is the way it is. Yeah, but not for nothing though. You're gonna find a lot of people out there that are bullies, not bullies, but that don't agree with how people do things and what people say. Like, you know what I'm talking about? It's all over the world. Like, people need to learn to kind of like ignore it at this point, 'cause especially when you're on social media. Being on social media, since I've been on social media, not for nothing, I have grown some really, really tough skin since being on social media. Because I have got a lot of ugly comments, and you have to learn how to ignore certain comments. Now, I told you before, I entertain it sometimes, but there's sometimes I don't entertain it. Um, but sometimes people are funny as hell. Not for nothing. Sometimes people be funny as hell. And this morning in that live, when I saw they were calling me torta, I was like, are y'all serious? And I'm thinking to myself, not for nothing. That's how you know I'm a fat ass. I was like, damn, torta sounds good though. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. Like, I haven't had a torta in a minute. Y'all know what tortas are? I was like, this is how you know I'm a fat ass. Cause I saw that word, I was like, dang, torta does sound good as hell with a lot of sour cream and avocado in it. Dang, that sounds good. I've never made homemade tortas though. I've always bought them from like the taco trucks or whatever. Cause I don't know. I just feel like they're not gonna come out the same. Like a real authentic torta from a Mexican spot. Like, I don't know. I probably should try to make them one day because we do buy the bolillos because we eat the bolillos because we like to make regular sandwiches with them. But torta sounds really, really delicious. Not for nothing. But that was funny as hell. I was like, dang, you just gave me an idea what to eat today. That sounds really, really, really good. Not for nothing. And then my big ass. I start thinking about extra stuff. I'm like, Dang, pozole sounds good. I don't know what I'm gonna cook when I get back home, but I want something. I don't know exactly what I want. Though. I want something good today, though. Today's Friday. I want to cook it up. I'm gonna start cooking early too, so I can come back live. You got to remember these people are strangers on the internet. You don't know them, they don't know you. What they say don't matter, especially if they're stupid. You hurt, I mean, and hurt people. It's true. I want Jamaican food. Ooh, Jamaican food sounds good. Yeah, that's true, Kathy. That's really, really true. That's why this morning when the girl Gina started just like screaming at me, I was just like, okay, I only been on there for, and I don't even think 2 minutes. I ain't gonna lie to you, not even 2 minutes. I was like, okay, I'm not gonna sit here and argue with somebody that I don't even know. I'm not gonna be screaming. It's too early for that. I was like, I'm good. See y'all later. So I dropped back in the chat. Did my little mod thing real quick. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And then I was like, all right, I'm out of here. I got stuff to do. Oxtails with rice and peas and cabbage with Jamaican patty. That sounds good. I've never had none of that. I've never had oxtails in my life. Peas, I don't like peas. Cabbage, I could deal. Depends how it's cooked. Jamaican patty, never in my life have I had that. But that sounds good, though. Man, I'm hungry. What should I eat? I haven't ate breakfast. I'm not a breakfast person, though. I don't just wake up and I'm hungry. Like, I don't know why. I've never been an early person to eat like that, like early in the morning. It was too early for you, LOL, but she was still going. Yeah, it was early for me, but if that lady is in Vegas, which I think she's in Vegas because the way she was talking, she was saying that Manny has tried to get at her a lot of times. And I was like, where's the proof at? Where's the proof that Manny tried to get at you? And so, anyways, if Manny tried to get at her a lot of times like that, she has to be from Vegas. So, yeah, it was early for me, but they were up ready to party at my time. Like I said, I hopped on like around 6 something. So what? It was like three something their time. So yeah, I love Jamaican beef patty. Oh, you know what? I'm lying. I have tried Jamaican beef patties, but like the frozen ones we buy from the store and we put them in the oven. Oh, okay, okay, yeah, yeah. It's like yeah, I know what you're talking about, Marlene. I think Puerto Ricans call those peas gandules, right? Because my husband makes those too. He puts that in our rice. He calls it rice con gandules. And they're green, right? They look like peas. Well, they're not green. They're kind of like well, yeah, like a green, brownish. And I've always thought they were peas too. And I told my husband, I'm like, those are peas. He's like, they're not peas. They're gandules. I'm like, they look like peas, but they kind of taste like beans though too. So I know what you're talking about, Marlene. But beef patties, I've tried beef patties too. I really, really have. They're really, really good. I ain't gonna lie. My husband's the one that put me onto those. And I always never got the pea thing. I was always like, but they're beans. Yeah, they do taste like beans, Kathy. They really, really do. When I seen my husband first make them, I was like, those are like peas, but they taste like beans. He was like, no, they're gandules. I'm like, look, they're beans slash peas slash gandules, all right? Because they look like all of that. They look like all of that. Main reason why people can't talk about politics and religion because everyone has different views. I don't like peas neither. I do not like peas either. I try to like peas so bad. I've tried to season them, try to do the most, and I just can't find myself to like peas. They're not tasty to me. They even taste weird. Gandules taste nothing like peas. Nothing like peas. Gandules taste like beans. Not for nothing. When I went to Mexico, there was a tree right in front of my aunt's house, and they look like peas. It looked like a pea tree. I don't know if you've ever seen it, but you know how the peas grow on the tree. I don't know if you've ever seen it, but anyways, I told my aunt, I was like, "Is that peas?" And she called them something else, but she said there's something like peas though. And I was like, "Well, let's go pick some off the tree. Let's make some." And she's like, "No, I don't eat those things. They're nasty. They're not. You're not gonna like them." And she's like, "The way they cook them over here, they don't take the little peas out of that leaf. They leave them in there, and they eat it like that." But I wanted to try those things so freaking bad. Every single day, I was at that window and looking outside. Y'all see my shorts when I was in Mexico, and I showed y'all when the little trucks were passing by and stuff that were selling stuff. Every morning, I was at that window. I'm looking at that tree, and I'm like, man, I want to try those things hanging from that tree with like some chile, and, like something like that. I don't know why I felt like it would be good like that. I hate green peas. I used to smush my peas under my plate. So when my mom would take my plate, they were all stuck at the bottom. Oh my god, that's funny. Kathy, that's hilarious. Yeah, gandules is peas, just different type. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There's a lot of different peas then, I guess. I don't know. That's crazy. Was there any food of Marlene? Was there any food that your mom or your dad ever made that you didn't like? Let me speak for myself first. I'm saying because right now that Kathy said that, I remember when my mom used to make mole. I've never liked mole. I don't know if y'all know what mole is. Um, but when my mom used to make it, I did not like it. I did not freaking like it. But my mom wasn't the type like to make us eat though. That was one thing that was different about me and my husband though too. We talked about that. 'Cause my husband was like, he was like that with our kids. Like, no, y'all gonna eat. Like, I don't care. Like, this is dinner. If y'all don't want it, then make a sandwich, and that's it. Y'all ain't getting nothing else. And I'm like, no, I can make something else on the side. Like, how am I gonna make them eat something they don't want to eat? He's like, that's the way I was raised. Shit, whatever my mom gave me, or my mom, whenever like his aunt or whatever, she was like, whatever they gave me, we had to eat it. We had no choice. And I'm like, well, that was your life. Like, we got choices over here. Like, what? Because I wasn't raised like that. My mom wouldn't make us eat something that we didn't want to eat. So I don't know how that was. I didn't live like that. I didn't live like I couldn't go in the refrigerator and grab whatever I wanted. I didn't live like that. And it was so weird that me and my husband were like opposite from each other when it came down to that, because he will get mad too when the kids grab search in the refrigerator. And I'm like, we bought the shit, so why can't we all eat it? Like, he's like, no, they don't have to all eat it in one day. And well, I get it, because when it comes to teens, if you have teens, you already know they'll be snacking the whole time while they're playing their games. Like, they'll eat up every goddamn thing, don't even realize it. And then the next day they're like, can we have some more? Y'all don't eat all of them yesterday. You're eating them all day. So anyway, my husband was like that. He wasn't raised like that. Like, he wasn't allowed to just snack like that and just like grab some off the refrigerator like that. And I was like, really? I wasn't raised like that. We could go in the refrigerator whenever we wanted. We didn't have to like ask my mom, can I get something out the refrigerator, or can I have some more chips? Like, we didn't have to do that. Were any of y'all raised like that too? I'm just curious. I find them pastry tasting. Chocolate gravy. Ew. Y'all do it with white rice? Really? My husband does it with his yellow rice. I don't like the onions and peppers in my food, but same here. Whatever my mom cooked, we had to eat it. Really? Yeah, I wasn't raised like that. Marlene, like not for nothing. Yeah, like my mom didn't make us eat something we didn't want to eat. Us either. I always had to ask. Okay, I don't know. I've never. Oh, you know what? I'm lying. I'm lying. I was gonna say I've never even been around family that's been like that. Like, don't like for you to go on their refrigerator and stuff like that. Like you have to ask them. I do know family like that, but I wasn't raised like that. In my household, my mom wasn't like that at all. This AC where I'm at is freaking freezing, and it like has me with a runny nose, and I'm like, oh my god, I hate this. Is mole chocolate gravy? Yeah, it's something like it's something like chocolate gravy, but it's not chocolate, Kathy. It's not chocolate. But not that long ago, I did hear that like the in Mexico, like the way that Mexicans do it in Mexico, it's like sweet. They add peanuts and stuff, and they smush it all up, and they make it like a gravy. But out here, like how my mom did it, how I do it now, because I never liked mole, but now I love mole. But I don't make it because like nobody in my house likes it, I'm the type I don't make my kids eat something they don't want to eat either. That's just I don't do that. Um, but my husband never understood that. My husband's always like, they need to eat whatever you make. Like you don't gotta be making different things. And I'm like, I'm not gonna sit here making my kids eat something they don't want to goddamn eat. Like you were raised like that, I wasn't. Like like no. There's something. There's sandwiches, there's sopas, and my husband gets mad about that. I ain't gonna lie. He's like, no, they need to stop being like that. They need to eat what you make. And I'm like, no, I'm not gonna make my kids eat something they don't want to eat. I'm not gonna do it. Like, if they don't want to eat what I made, then they're more than welcome to have a sopa with lemon and salsa. I'll make them that. Or I'll make them, some burritos or something. Like, I'll do something else for them. And my husband does not like that. He's like, I was not raised like that. Well, that's you. That's not the way that's not the way I am, and I wasn't raised like that. In my household, we did not have to ask to go in the refrigerator or to get snacks or any of that. We didn't have to do any of that. So I found it weird as hell when I got my husband, and he was telling me that he was raised like that, and like that's all he knew. And I'm like, that's weird. I've never had to live like that. I could grab whatever I wanted. Dominican and PR, Puerto Ricans, is basically the same. Well, most Caribbean places we do the same. Uh, Mole is good though, not for nothing. I never liked it back in the day, but now I can eat the shit out of that shit. Okay, you still don't like onions and peppers, Marlene? I've never had mole. I'm a cake. I was allowed to go into the fridge and get whatever I wanted. I don't know if that was anything to do with being a caker or not. Yeah, Kathy, that's the way I was raised too. I didn't have to ask, to go in the refrigerator and like get snacks and stuff. I don't know. I when my husband came, when I first got my husband, and like he was sharing all that with me, I was like, that is weird as hell. What do you mean you got to ask to get a glass of juice out of the refrigerator? He's like, yeah, like we couldn't just grab shit if we wanted to. I'm like, what the hell do you mean? I didn't understand it. And honestly, not for nothing, to this day, I still don't understand it. To this day, I still don't understand it. And I do not go by that. I ain't gonna lie to you. I do not. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Okay, I don't go by that. My husband could be mad all he wants. I'll make 3 different meals, like easy. I don't care, cause I want my kids to eat, but I'm not gonna sit here and like make something and be like, oh hey kids, so if y'all don't want to eat this, y'all not eating nothing at all. Like no, hell no. My kids gotta eat something. I do now love onions and peppers. Yeah, I love onions and peppers, and I never liked onions and peppers back in the day, neither, Marlene. I never did, but now that I'm older, I love them. I'm the same way. I'm not cooking twice. So if you don't want my food, get yourself cereal, ramen, or a sandwich. Yes, Marlene. I tell my kids the same thing too. I'm like, Alvin the Chickmunk. Yes, I remember you, Alvin. Welcome in, Alvin the Chickmunk. Y'all tap the screen. Good morning. Good morning, India. Look, I'm about to call you Linda again. Good morning, India. And especially we want the other people's especially we went to other people's home and we needed to wait until they offered it. Yeah. Well, that right there is facts, Marlene. Um, yeah. We couldn't just go to other people's homes and just like go in their refrigerator stuff like that. Like no, we knew not to do that. We knew not to do that. Well, at least I knew not to do that. But if y'all could say that there was one dish that your mom made, if there was one dish that your mom made that you could have right now, what would that be? Marlene, Kathy, India, Alvin. What happened to your cam? I'm somewhere right now in hiding, and I don't want to share. I don't want to show my background right now. But when I come back live around 1 o'clock, then you'll see my gorgeous face. Okay. Yes, I said gorgeous. Don't play with me. It's a beautiful Friday, and I feel beautiful today. Even though I feel like I got a stuffy nose, I'm still cute. I am still cute. Oh, Laura Moya. No, she's not in my chat, guys. I'm sorry. I was just looking at notifications. Laura just commented on something. Oh, her cherry cheesecake. I've never had cherry cheesecake. That sounds good. Melts are deep fried mushrooms with onions. Fun fact, I don't like mushrooms neither. I try to like mushrooms so freaking bad. I do not like the freaking taste of it. I do not like the taste of it. Now, if I can eat anything from my mom right now that I love that my mom makes the best homemade tortillas. And I miss like her breakfast tacos with her beans and her papas. I miss that. What are you doing now? Nothing. I'm talking to you guys. I'm just here chatting it up real quick. I was supposed to go live right now. I really don't go live this early at all, but I said let me hop on real quick and let y'all know I'm gonna be back live around 1 o'clock. I don't know what time it is on y'all's time, but it's 10 o'clock right now my time, a.m. So I'll be back at 1 my time. Yes, with sour cream. Really? Really? Mushrooms with sour cream? That don't sound interesting, Kathy. Mondongo. Así caldo, arroz con gandules, etc. Sancocho, mangú, salami, eggs, and fried queso. That's a well-known Dominican dish, right? That salami, mangú, and all that. It's 8:30 p.m. No way, Alvin. It's time for bed, Alvin. It's time for bed. Dominican food is really good, though. I told y'all when I went to New York, my husband's aunt took me to this restaurant. It was a karaoke, and they gave me the menu. I didn't know what the hell I was looking at. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. There was not one thing that I knew what the hell it was. There was only one thing on that menu, and that's because I knew what it was because I saw the picture, and I was like, I want that right there. And she's like, you don't want to try nothing else? And I was like, honestly, because her name is Indy, his aunt. I was like, honestly, Indy, I've never just had like Dominican food like that. So I'll take this plate right here because the plate looked interesting to me. And It had egg on there. It had salami, and it had a cheese, like a weird plate that you wouldn't see like a Mexican make. Not weird because it was good, but it's crazy how we all eat different, right? Like all of our cultures are like different. So when she brought the plate to me, it was like cheese like on a stick and like salami. I don't know. There was something on the stick and like a fried egg, and I was like, how random. Who would eat a fried egg with all this? But I was like, okay. But let me tell you, I ate it all. It was really, really good. It was really, really good. I sleep at 10 or 11. Okay, okay. Yes, it's called Los Tres Golpes. If I said that right? I don't know how to read Spanish good, guys. The next is white rice and beans guisado with any time. I mean, no, I think you meant to say any kind of meat and salad or sweet plantain and totones. What is up with people liking these sweet plantains? I am not a big fan of the sweet plantains. The only way I can freaking eat sweet plantains if my husband makes it with his corned beef. That's the only way. Do you live in Texas? Yes, I live in Houston, Texas. Alvin? Yes, I do. No cheesecake with sour cream, but I'll do mushrooms with sour cream. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I knew what you were talking about, Kathy. Because I figured. I'm like, there's no way she can eat cheesesteak with sour cream. Cheesesteak. Cheesecake with sour cream. Their flood. No, it didn't flood right here in my area, but if you're talking about the flood that happened, that wasn't that far from me, but um, not here. But look. Don't get it twisted. Houston does go underwater when it rains too. So I love plantain bananas with butter. I don't like it like that. My husband could legit just eat the plátanos like that, the sweet ones though. But then he buys the other ones. I don't know. I really don't know how that goes. 'Cause honestly, I wasn't raised with eating plantains and stuff like that. My family wouldn't eat stuff like that. I didn't eat none of that until I started getting with my husband. I'm freaking hungry now. I know, Marlene. I'm starving too. I am starving, Marvin. And I just drunk me a coffee, and I'm like, I want a steak right now. And not for nothing though. I want a torta. Like I wasn't even lying to y'all earlier. Like for real, I want a torta. My mom makes cheesesteak with sour cream. Cheesesteak. Why the fuck do I keep on saying cheesesteak? Shoot, cheesesteak sounds good too, though. My mom makes cheesecake with sour cream, and it tastes amazing. Really? I prefer totones. Yes, that's what I was trying to remember, Marlene. Totones. I like totones too. I like totones. Totones are good. As I'm saying, my husband buys green ones, bananas, and I think he makes those as a out of totones. I think those are totones, and then he makes the sweet ones. And when he makes the sweet ones, he gets the banana, but it's like a banana that practically looks rotten. Like it's all like black. Like he's like it has to look like that. Like you make the totones with the green banana, and then you make the sweet plantains with the old looking banana. I don't know. I don't know. Look, I don't even know. I don't make none of that. My husband makes all that. Or if he wants me to make him uh the sweet totones, I don't know. It's all the same to me. I don't even know. I just know I like the hard fry ones that taste like a fry. And I think those are totones. Monfongo is good. Oh, I love monfongo, Marlene. I love monfongo. Monfongo is really good. The only thing that I didn't like when it comes to the Puerto Rican food, there was two things I didn't like. I don't like their menudo, which they call what do they call it menudo? Uh, do they call it monfongo? I don't know. I don't like the menudo, and I don't like the tamales, which they call their tamales. Um, I don't know what they call tamales, but I don't like their tamales neither. I've tried it, and yeah, I wasn't a fan. It's like potato for USA. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Pasteles. There you go. Cheeky, where you been at? Alfonso? You popped out of nowhere. Good morning to you. Or good afternoon or good evening. Mondongo. Yes, it's like noodle for you. Yeah, but Puerto Rican Domongo. Oh my god. All that shit sounds the same. Mofongo, uh Mondongo, Menudo, like it's just all sounds the same to me. Um, yeah, they're what is it called again? Mondongo. I don't like the mondongo. Puerto Rican mondongo, at least. I don't know. I don't like it. I just like the empanadas. I don't like the empanadas neither. That's another thing I really don't like, Marlene. Like my husband used to always make them back in the day, and I was never a big fan of them. Never. Oh my guys, I gotta go. I've been here for almost an hour. I gotta go. I said I'm hopping over here for an hour, and that's it. I'll be back around 12 or 1. All right. Thank y'all for whoever popped in. I appreciate it. I'm gonna see y'all a little bit. All right. I love pasteles, and it depends how they make it. Everyone cooks differently. Pasteles. There you go. Pasteles. Yeah. I don't like pasteles. See ya. Yeah, guys. I'll be back like around 1. Okay. I'll see y'all in a little while. Bye, ladies.